right, guys, we are back for another Dokkan Battle video. So, I just wanted to do some talking about the upcoming anniversary. Again, things are a little bit quiet right now, just kind of, I did anticipate this a couple of days ago when we did not see ECA details. Obviously, for kind of like the holiday week, I guess they weren't going to do a data download this week. We'll get into stuff coming up. We do know for sure, by the way, we're going to talk about anniversary stuff in 2 seconds, that they are going to be dropping events on the 7th. Where did I see it? There's a mission or something on the 7th. So we know it's the 7th is going to be new content. So it has been slow for a couple of days, but we're going to see stuff very soon. So anniversary is coming up. And on top of anniversary, we also have potential teasers could start showing up soon. Right, we can just kind of like talk about some of this anniversary stuff here. Dokkan did a poll, right? Now, I guess it's hard to say for sure. I would assume though that a lot of this, like we got like Namek Saga right here, like maybe that could be just like Namek Saga is a part rather than like the overall theme. I think that we could see Dokkan potentially bounce back and forth. I've seen a lot of ideas from people as to what anniversary could be. I do think that Super Vegito is kind of like the highest top tier like hype character who hasn't had something in quite a while. Because a lot of people are asking for Namek Goku, but guess what? He had a Dokkan Fest LR more recently than Super Vegito did, right? Yeah, he's had one since. Like Super Vegito is kind of like next up to me. I mean, Namek Goku had one even before Super Gogeta as well, right? Like, so that also works. I don't think that Namek being a part of the anniversary would make it a dud. I do, I have found it very interesting, though, how much discussion I see around Namek. And I am kind of, like, curious, like, where it comes from. Because, I mean, even if you look at, like, Legends, in what major celebration was Namek ever a part of it? Like, I feel like a lot of people who ask for Namek, it doesn't, like, the game devs, the ones who are dropping these major characters to bring in maximum revenue, very clearly do not look at Namek on the same pedestal as a lot of the community does, right? Like, that's just period, point blank. And no matter what, when we discuss all these anniversary characters, who it could be, who it couldn't be, they're gonna do what's safe, right? Like, I don't know if it's a Matsu or it comes from higher up or what, like who actually makes like the final decision, but I promise you it's gonna be something safe, right? Like, people are like, we're gonna see one of these obvious, especially 10th anniversary, we're gonna see one of these obvious ass characters. Super Vegito, Blue Gogeta for the 50th time, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, like something like that. Like, again, super obvious, but just like people are gonna, they're gonna spend money on it, right? Like that's the thing. So, all right, let's just kind of take a look at this. So, by the way, I do think that like if we had like, okay, so like let's say like Namek Goku and Full Power Frieza, let's just use him. We're like part 2. I mean, I guess it could work. The only thing is, I really am, like, in the mood right now to get, like, start of turn stuff. And, I mean, if we were going to do Namek as, like, a part, they could, because, let's just go Goku. There's two Namek Gokus I want to pull up here. Maybe 3 back. Yeah. I want to pull him. And then, obviously, we want to pull up LR Namek Goku as well, who should be right. No, I'm in 2020 now. It's going to be right. Hold on. All right, the thing about these characters, right, is we do have these 2 Dokkan Fest LRs. Now, how are they going to be implemented? So these are worldwide download celebration LRs. So let's just look at history. How did they utilize the 2020 worldwide download celebration LRs to be EZA'd? They were the EX part of the 9th anniversary. We could see that. I think these guys, as the EX part of the 10th anniversary, could do it. How about the 2019 Worldwide Download Celebration LRs, which is the first batch we had? AGL, Gohan, and Cell. Remember, I literally just had this discussion with Nano last night, where Nano was kind of talking about it, and he said, like, the JP timeline is the canon timeline, and it's like, yeah, that's correct, right? Like, so for the canon timeline, right? The canon, that word though, AGL, Gohan, and LR Cell came out in January before the 8th anniversary is when they actually dropped. So I mean, I think the last 2 years we had Worldwide Download Celebration LR's EZA within like these first 3 months. So, I mean, these guys could be on the docket. Now, them easing during the 10th anniversary doesn't even mean it plays in towards the theme, though. Because, again, LR Buhan and STR Vegito EZA as part of the 9th anniversary. And, I mean, they had no connection whatsoever to what was going on in the actual anniversary itself. They were just, like, major hype Dokkan Fest LRs. I think one thing that would be really fire that they could do is introduce Z heroes and Z bosses. I think like if they wanted to, like, that would feel anniversary level to me. Z hero category, Z bosses category, like that is big. And then keep in mind, even for characters that have really good looking animations, right? Which this guy back in 2019 counts. They can always redo a major animation that is not voiced. This right here looks really good. Not voiced, though. Not voiced. Period. Boom. So, eventually, they're going to do this, and it's going to be voiced, right? The father-son Kamehameha. You know, we have a really good animation. You know, really good. Not voiced. It's going to get redone. So, just any good animation, if it's not voiced, like we will get, you know, an active skill version, a standby version, an intro or something like that. So I guess I probably would want a transforming Namek Goku, and then they EZA this guy at the same time, and, you know, wham bam, thank you ma'am, we've got a partnership right there, boom, ready to go. So like they could do that. I've got a couple of Japanese tweets pulled up. So right here, Gohan and Cell and Goku versus Frieza. I mean, again, this is a Japanese player. This is what a Japanese player wants. I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of this. I love my Gohan and Cell, Goku and Frieza, sure, but this doesn't to me feel like we've got like a true Titan, like one of the top level hype characters. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, Super Vegito, something. None of these four are quite on that very tippity top as like part 1 10th anniversary trailer like level. I don't really see it. I think Gohan, like a lot of these characters could be there, but I feel like there does need to be a true Titan, which, I mean, mostly I would say would be like a fusion. There could maybe be a couple of others, but and then we have this right here. This is another one I saw. This seems pretty intriguing to me, I'm not gonna lie. Now, you guys know, looks good to me. Start of turn, Super Vegito, Super Gogeta. Again, they could kind of do like a little bit of a like different angles or something like that for Goku and Vegeta fusing into Gogeta as the intro, and then we could get voiced Yosha, which is not in the game yet. Very clearly, I would say that needs to be a part of this, you know, upcoming Super Vegito. Keep in mind, too, another thing, to me, Super Vegito seems like a lock for Anniversary. If you look at it, there's only 2 things basically missing from Buu Saga. That in the last year, they've covered basically the entirety of the Buu Saga. Well, I mean, I guess Majin Vegito's 2 years ago, but, I mean, like, we have most of it there. You know, LR Ultimate Gohan, we got LR Gotenks, we got Angel Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Fat Buu got an LR, you know, Super Buu 2023. Like, they've kind of gone through most of it. We just got the Dokkan Fest Buhan, right? There's 2 characters that have not been touched that need it. Kid Buu needs his LR, of course, like always, and Super Vegito. So, to me, he feels so obvious. So there's that. Part 2. Now, if this is part 1, they could get away with anything. It does not matter. And like, if this is what we get, to me, 10 out of 10. I have nary a complaint whatsoever. Looks good. You know, it is definitely time to revisit Super Saiyan 2 Gohan as well. And again, I mean, if we're going to do, I think a Z hero category sounds very 10th anniversary worthy to me. Remember, Dragon Ball Z is in the name of the game. Like, Dragon Ball Legends is Dragon Ball Legends. Dokkan is Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. So keep that in mind. And then we have this. This seems like, yes, I would, guarantee super easy A's for these guys would be huge. And then this looks, this is a nice lineup. Yeah. Pikkon and Janemba. I mean, Kaioken, Goku, and Great Vegeta, again, if it's Z Heroes, works very well. Obviously, these big boys, the Titans, we know that they're part 3. That's locked in. I saw kind of, outright silly discussion about, oh, they might not be, dude, they're locked. That's locked. They're like February, what is it? It's like February 24th. We've looked at it a couple of times. Yeah, it's going to be like February 24th, 25th. Probably the 24th or the 25th. These guys are easying. That may end up being, the most hyped part of this anniversary. And then obviously we got the Namek Goku Full Power Frieza will be like, look, these is a strong easy A lineup, man. That would be crazy. I would really love that. I love the idea of Z Hero Z bosses, dude. I think it's sick. And then, hopefully they would include movies, of course. Right, that's big. Superhero does include the movies in it. So, if we got the movie characters, Z Heroes would be a truly crazy team. So, let me know what you guys think about the anniversary stuff. I would end by saying, even though, like I look at this and it's like, I don't see one of the true Titans. I do think Dokkan could make it work at the end of the day. I think right now we're riding high. I think Dokkan has got good vibes. Global is synced. Most of the releases in the last year have been very good. There's very few stinkers or anything like that. I think they could make pretty much anything work. I'm pretty confident in that. I would like to see, Super Vegito. It's time, but I think they could make even something like this work. So, let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching. I'll catch y'all next time.